Oh, yeah, baby. You like that toy, huh? You like the toy. You like the toy. You like the toy. Did I go see you? I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. Look at what I finally got. I'm so excited for that. Because I barely even had any. Look at this. And I had been dipping my brushes in there. Definitely don't dip your brushes in here. Make sure you have a little sprayer like this. Because if not, if you keep dipping it like this, it won't be nice and clean like this. So, I'm so happy that I finally got it. Because, dude, my brushes needed to be cleaned so bad. Hi, Amy. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, girlies. Let me blend this really fast. So I'm going to try to hurry as fast as I can because he is very calm. See him? He's very calm right now with his binky. So I'm going to try to hurry up before. I should have got my other phone, man. I left it upstairs. Because I ate breakfast and then I was working on my skeletons that are going to go outside of the house. Except my heat gun freaking broke. I have the worst luck, man, with those. Like my pressure washer that I used to spray my rug outside. I was literally almost done. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know what I'm talking about because I posted it on there, whatever. But tell me why it broke. The pressure washer machine that I have broke. So now I was using the heat gun, to melt the plastic onto the skeleton, and it broke. I mean, it turns on now because I called Michael to tell him, and he said it probably just overheated. He said it'll turn on again in a little bit. So I tried turning it on, and it did turn on, but it sounds all weird now. So I'm scared that it's going to blow up or something, so I'm just going to go buy one. I have to go pick up Serenity. Well, my son normally picks her up, but I'm just going to go ahead and pick her up so I can go to Lowe's and get one, or Home Depot and get another one. Plus, I need to go pick up my grocery order. I placed an order. I was gonna have them deliver it, but I might as well go pick it up since I'm gonna be out there, and they don't charge you to pick it up. They charge you to deliver it, but that's about it. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, girly. Thank you. He's so big, man. I was tripping out on how big he is. He's all stretched out. He's probably gonna be my biggest out of all the boys. He's wearing his little Beetlejuice onesie look. Hola, papi. Look at his outfit. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Oh, my hand. How cute is that? Last night I took it off though because our AC upstairs has been acting up. So we have two AC units in the house. Because since we have a 2-story house, we have one upstairs and one downstairs. And the one upstairs, for whatever reason, it keeps freezing. And then it just blows hot air, or it just won't work. So last night it was hotter than shit. So I slept with the humidifier, and then you know my little fan that I use for my face, I put it on. I had that on towards him because he was so hot. So I made him sleep like just in his diaper because it was too freaking hot. And then finally it got really cold because it's starting to get cold in the mornings now. But yeah, let me bring him back over here. ¿Verdad, papi? So I'm trying to hurry because Titi gets out at 1:50. So I'm trying to hurry. Does my face look too white? Because I'm like super tanned and I don't want to look white. I feel like maybe. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. His little PJs. Well, they're not PJs, but they look like PJs to me. They look so cute. And I'm like, they look like a jail outfit, but then obviously it has the green on the foot, like on the bottom of his feet. So that makes it look. Crap, I forgot this is broken. My concealer broke. These, you guys, these ones from Frankie Rose, whenever you twist them like this, after a while, when you try to twist it, like for it to shut, sometimes like I guess I over twist, like I overdo it too tight, and then it snaps and breaks. Craziness. So I was just watching a really, really crazy, I didn't finish watching the whole thing because I wanted to come on live, but I was watching a true crime story. Dude, like, I swear, I feel like child services are such a letdown. Sometimes I feel like they make things worse than what it already, some of these children are already going through. They make it worse. And also, I feel like, and that's not even that I feel like, it's actually the reality and the truth, which is so freaking sad that in a lot of cases, the people, whatever caseworker you have that's involved in whatever child service situation that's going on, they're so careless over a petty little mistake or something that they overlooked causes a child, you know, to lose their life because they just don't do, I don't know, to them. I feel like to them, some of the workers, caseworkers, it's just a 9 to 5. It's just a paycheck. They don't really care. But I truly feel like if they changed, like made an effort, like the state or wherever you're at, you know, work. Oh, they brought up. Did I order anything? I don't even know. Let me wait, you guys. Anyways, I feel like they're so careless. They really don't care. Hi, Amy. Hi, girly. But you know what make them care and be like extra and make sure that they double check everything and make sure like they go that extra mile to make sure these kids are safe is like, if any of whatever cases you have to make sure those kids are 100% safe. I get it. Sometimes things happen and they get placed in bad homes or whatever. But I feel like if they were more strict on it, like, for example, okay, well, these poor babies lost their lives because you guys, as the caseworker and the judge, didn't see a problem with the home they were in and you allowed these kids to keep going back. Now you're going to do prison time. Now you're going to be part of this whole situation and you're going to take some fault for this because you said there was nothing wrong and the judge went ahead. You know, every time the judge gets involved, You have no say. So if the judge says those kids go back, they go back. Because the story I'm about to share with you guys is so freaking sad, man. Like, I couldn't even believe the fact that the judge would even allow the second kid to go back, much less the third kid to go back, is insane. And then the fact that they didn't even bother to go and look in the history of the whole situation is mind-blowing, bro. Like, this family lost 3 babies, all under the age of 2, I want to say, or 3, in less than a year. How does that even happen? And apparently, the first baby that lost his life, they just found it. The mom said that she accidentally, because he was only 3 months old, that she rolled over on top of the baby and suffocated him, so the baby lost his life. The court system and the hospital, they all agreed that there was nothing serious. Like, it was an accident, because it's very common for parents to, you know, roll over on top of newborn babies and stuff because they're so little. So to them, it was just like, oh, it's okay. It's a normal thing. It happens a lot. They didn't do it on purpose. Like, there's no reason for us to suspect that these parents are a piece of shit. So they allowed them not to go to jail, basically, right? They didn't go to jail. So then, I think like 2-3 months later, boom, there they are again calling 911, that there was another incident. Supposedly that they went in the room and found the baby was just already not breathing anymore. Then they claimed that the baby had suffocated as well. I don't remember how the story was on how that baby stopped breathing, but that baby stopped breathing too. So at that point, they had no choice but to investigate, right? Because now that's 2 babies that you guys just lost in less than a year. So now we have to look into the whole situation, look at your history, look at everything, which they didn't even look at the history, bro. That's what pisses me off. They didn't even bother to look at the history, because if they looked at the history of the mother and the father, they definitely would have known that this was a really weird situation. I know what we got. Hold on. Zeke is going to be so excited. This is his package. Hold on. Hold on, Papa. I got him. So I wanted to get him like a little bouncy for him to sit in, but he still doesn't have, like, he still goes forward because he's so little. He could sit up for the most part, but then he starts, like, you know, going forward. So I got him this for the floor. And then the next one, like next month or the month after, then I'm going to get him the other one. Thank you for the stars. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, girlie. You're so sweet. You're always sending stars. Thank you. But I got him this. I think he's going to love it. How do I open it? This way. What the heck? So anyways, I don't remember how the second baby lost his life, but it was another little boy. And that little boy, I want to say maybe he was like 1, 2. Oh, I have to set it up. But look at how cute it is. It's a musical light up show, the Finding Nemo one, but it's for him to be laying underneath it. Isn't that adorable? And then, because I wanted to get him the little bouncy that you sit him in, and then it has all the little toys. It's the Finding Nemo one. I was going to get him that one, but like I said, he still like moves forward, and I'm scared that he's going to keep hitting his face because he can't balance back yet. So I'm hoping by next month he'll be able to do that. But I got him this one because this one he could lay down. He could lay down with this one, and it will it'll be perfect for him. Oh my god, it's so hot. Oh, your son loved his. I mean, I'm sure he'll like it. He's all into, like, now that he can grab stuff, like now he knows how to focus to like grabbing stuff. I think he will love this. He just turned 5 months. Okay, so listen. The second baby lost his life, so now they had no choice but to make an investigation, right? Because you just lost 2 babies. Bless you, Papa. They lost 2 babies under, 2 babies back to back in less than a year, right? There's only a few months passed by since the first 3-month-old baby passed away. So they look into it or whatever, and they start, like, I guess they didn't really dig, because apparently the judge said, regardless of what the parents wanted to do or not, they said that they didn't find nothing to charge them with. Like, this was an accidental baby loss. Like, they didn't do it on purpose. Apparently the baby just stopped breathing on his own, right? And I think it has something to do again with him being suffocated somehow. I don't remember though, to be honest. So the judge said, we're going to allow you to take your other 2 kids back home with you. Donna, thank you for the 500 stars, girl. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's getting big so fast. He's adorable. Thank you, Denise. I know I don't want him to grow anymore. It makes me so, like, super, super sad, to be honest, because I feel like he's going to be most likely my last one, because I know I want one more, and I sound crazy, and I know I'm crazy for wanting one more, but I feel like he's going to be my last one. They grow too fast. My daughter is 10 months and she's already walking. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So the judge decided that they were going to allow them to take their kids back, but they were going to allow them to take the kids back because they didn't find any reason for them to suspect the parents did something to the babies, right? But the condition was, the only way you could take them back is you have to put them on a sleeping monitor, because remember, these babies keep losing their lives while they're asleep. So they have to connect the babies, not connect the babies, but put on like a sleeping monitor, which the court actually has access to it. So if anything happens again to the babies where they can't breathe again for whatever reason, they're going to know, because they have this sleeping machine on them, which detects when the babies stop breathing, and it'll basically kind of give them a little story time or a storyline or whatever on why the baby stopped breathing, whatever. So the baby goes back home, and I'm not even lying, you guys. 3 months of that baby boy going home, because he survived no, I'm sorry. Did that one survive? Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't survive. Sorry. The second one died too. So they take all the other babies home. So the first one died, second one died, and then they take the 2 remainder babies home, which is a little boy and a baby girl. Takes them home. They put the baby boy on a sleeping machine. I don't know if they do it to the little girl too. I'm not sure. They maybe did, maybe not. I don't know, because that was like a condition for them to be allowed to take the baby home. 3 months later, the baby stops breathing again. She calls 911 and tells them that the baby's not breathing anymore. And then they're like, okay, asking her all kinds of questions. And she's like, the baby's connected to the monitor, but he's not breathing no more. And his lips are white and he's blue already. And they're like, what the hell? So now they go and they get the baby. He survives, right? When the ambulance gets there, the baby is still alive. They bring him back or whatever, but then when they get to the hospital, sadly the baby loses his life. So now the courts, like the judge and everybody, they, like, the whole town was pissed, you guys. Like, 3 babies in less than a year, they all died in less than a year is insane. So they started looking into it, which they should have did that since the first time. How are you barely digging? Okay. So the crazy thing about it is that they started looking into it, and apparently they decided they were going to blame the mom, and that they went and they took her in or whatever. They interrogated the lady, well, the girl, for 9 hours straight, and then eventually she cracked and she said that she did it. She was smothering all the babies. She was basically using the babies' blankies and putting it on their faces and stopping them from breathing, and that's how they lost their lives, right? Her reason of doing it was she only did it to the boys, because keep in mind, she has a daughter. She only did it to the boys because she was afraid that her boys were going to grow up and end up being like the father, because the father was very abusive, right? But this is where it gets even more twisted, okay? So then they start investigating even more because I guess the girl's parents were saying, like, the mom was like, I don't think she did it. I think there's more to the story. And the dad was like, no, well, if she admits to it, because the mom and the dad were separated, right, of the girl. The mom says, I don't think my daughter did it. The dad of the girl says, if she admitted to it, then it was her. It was her. But then the mom was like, no, you guys have to realize there's something wrong going on here. You want to know why there was something going on and it was so fucking wrong? And this is what pisses me off, bro, because how the judge or the caseworker or anybody involved in this whole case miss it. The dad of all these boys, right, was actually the girl's stepdad. Make that make sense, okay? So basically, this man came into the mother's life, the babies, okay? The babies, not the grandma, the babies, okay? This man came into the mother's life when she was 9 years old because he was dating her mom. What? I'm not even lying, you guys. I swear I'm not even lying. He was dating the mom. She was 9 years old. He had gotten in trouble with the courts because they found out that he was over there doing, essay on the little girl, and he was forcing her to watch stuff or whatever. The little girl ended up falling in love with this man. The guy never even went to jail for it. They just opened a case on him, but he never went to jail. And then years later, when the girl was 17, he left the wife, the little girl's mom, the grandma. He left her because he told everybody in his life, court system, everybody, that he was going to marry his stepdaughter, 17-year-old girl, because she was pregnant with the first boy. How the fuck did they not see all this? Like, how did they not see all this? And I guess he was like, clearly there's something wrong here, bro. Like, what the heck? How do you go and marry? I get it. That's not her biological father, but that was your stepdad since you were 9 years old. And then he was doing very bad things to you as a little girl. And somehow you ended up pregnant with him. And then you stayed with the guy and had 3 babies. And apparently the reason why she was smothering the babies was because she wasn't, the excuse of her being afraid that her kids were going to end up like him, like abusive, that was really not it. She was jealous that her husband was getting really close to the boys. So her intentions was, I'm going to get rid of my 3 boys so my husband could pay attention to me and my daughter. So she took out her 3 babies. Do you see why I'm but very bugged about it? Because I'm like, bro, how did the system not see none of this shit? How did they not catch on? Like, how do they not look into the background? It doesn't matter if it was a year ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. It doesn't matter. If that's in their history and it happened, it freaking happened. It doesn't matter how many years ago it was. It still happened. You should still be concerned of whatever it is that happened years ago. It doesn't fucking matter. It is insane. Like, I am honestly so mind blown. Yeah. That's why and then the mom was like okay with him dating the daughter, which was even more weird. You okay? Yeah? That's how you feel? I know. That's how I feel too. That's so sad, right? Those poor babies. So what bugs me, you guys, is she lost the first baby and the judge said, it's okay. Shit happens. She just rolled over on top of her baby. Carmen, I got them on Amazon, but to be honest with you, you'll have to look for similar ones because they've been sold out forever, girl. I've been trying to get more for over 2 years. And every time I go to reorder, they're always currently unavailable. So I think they got discontinued or something, but I love them so much. I've bought in other ones to kind of see if they're similar, but they're not. So yeah, I got them from Amazon, but unfortunately those same exact ones, they don't have them anymore. Because I wanted more to fill up my flower wall more, but I can't. Once again, the system failed those poor children. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't you agree with me though? Like, maybe if they started charging some of these caseworkers and the judge, then they would take their jobs more seriously. Like, especially like anything to do with children, bro. They should be looking into it. Like, did you guys not realize that this man SA'd the mother when she was 9 years old and then had 4 kids with her later on? And obviously there was something wrong with her, you guys. Like, since she was 9 years old, he was messing with her. And then she had all them babies. And she was jealous of her own boys. So she took them all out. Hi, Allison. That is so sad, dude. I'm not sure where it happened. I can tell you guys. I could go on my... Because I don't have my other phone, but I can go and check and tell you the name of what you could look up on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. It's because I left my phone upstairs, my other phone. But that shit just bugs me, man. Like, I feel like it's so sad, like, in a lot of cases, dude. Like, the caseworkers just get a slap in the hand, the judge gets a slap in the hand, and they go home. But all these poor babies, they go 6 feet under. And sometimes they don't even go 6 feet under because they can't even find the bodies. It's so sad. Maybe if you want to be a caseworker, anything to do with children, you're going to take your job seriously, because if something happens, bro, it's insane, because even when I was a bank teller, you get time. If your drawer is short for a certain amount of money, you get federal time. How the hell does that not happen to caseworkers? Be for real. Like, if I were ever to be short in my drawer and they suspected that I was giving, I was being messy and giving extra money or scamming somehow the bank, I would do federal time. So how do these people never get in trouble, man? They get a slap in the hand and they go on with their day. It's freaking sad. Hi, Cindy. I have to look up the show, Ray or Eve. Yeah, it is. It's so sad. I could look it up for you guys. I have to get out of my phone and go to the other screen to get the name for you guys. I know he agrees. ¿Verdad que sí, papi? Yeah. A ver, pues. You want to say hi? Say hi. Ziggy, look. Say hi. He's like, by the way, I'm 5 months old and I'm teething like no other. My mom has me wearing this crazy outfit and it's hotter than hot. Let me take it off him. It's hot in here. But normally, like, his back of his head will be all sweaty if he's super hot. Because like I said, last night it got cold upstairs when we were sleeping and I threw it back on him. ¿Verdad, gordito? Yeah, he's a big baby. He was my biggest out of all my babies. ¿Verdad que sí, papi? I love when he holds his binky, you guys, with his hand. And you know how the bottom of the binky, the back, it has like this little hole? He sticks his thumb in it to hold the binky in his mouth. He's so hilarious. Hey. He's all trying to kick back. Kick his legs, like push his legs for us to go back. Okay, 1 second. I'm almost done, okay? Gracias. Oh, I'm sorry. Where's your toy? Where's his toy? I don't even know what he did. Oh, it's right here. Jaden made me get him this yesterday. We went to the dollar store because I was looking for some Halloween skeletons. And he wanted this, and Zeke, he loves it. I'm going to have to buy him another one, Jaden. Because Zeke loves that little thing. Is he the only one that took the binky? No, all my other kids did, but except Junior. Junior couldn't have a binky because he was born with a cleft palate. Serenity, they all used Nathaniel. Nathaniel never, I think he did, or I don't remember, honestly. They all did, but for a short amount of time. They didn't really take it for that long. Zeke, I didn't even want to give him a binky because it's so hard to get him off of it, and I feel like bad. And Zeke doesn't really have to have it. It's more like a comfort thing. He won't cry for it or anything like that, which is a good thing. So I kind of don't try to make it a habit because I don't want it to be a habit. I don't want him to be all 2-3 years old with the fucking binky because dude, that ruins their teeth. I'm dead ass. If you do not give your baby, your toddler, a sippy cup or take the binky away when they're already at a certain age and they have their teeth, the rubber to the nipple will literally eat their teeth. I'm not even lying. And I know for a fact, like I promise you, I know for a fact because when Titi was little, I used to have to drop her off at the sperm donor's house. I used to take her over there on the weekends. Court order, unfortunately. And at my house, we would give her sippy cups. But over there, they refused to listen to anything I would tell them to do just because they didn't want to listen to me. So in the long run, they ended up hurting her because they kept giving her the fucking bottle behind my back. And due to that, Titi's front teeth, all her front teeth literally got rotten. Not rotten, but started getting very, very, very thin due to the nipple of the bottle that they continued to give her. So eventually I had to take her and they pulled all her front teeth out. I felt so bad for her. And that was due to the fucking, them giving them the bottle. So, yeah, but Ziggy doesn't really care for it. It's more a comfort thing. My son never took a pinky and doesn't suck on his finger either. It's kind of nice because I don't have to break him off anyhow. Yeah, none of my kids ever did any of that. Like I said, Ziki's fine without it. Hi, Irene. He doesn't cry for it or anything like that. I mean, and he's not like, you know how some kids get very attached to a certain binky? Girl, I got a few of them. If I'm downstairs and we left his upstairs for whatever reason, I'll get him the one we have down here, or same thing upstairs. He's not really, it's not a big deal. I've never been in a situation with him where we don't have the binky and he's crying and crying and crying for it. Never. Like, he's never been like that for it. So that's why I don't really give it to him like that. But yeah, and the binky is actually, I think, honestly, in the long run, I feel like it's such a, it helps a lot too, because if not, then he would just want to be eating and eating and eating, and he's a big boy already as it is. And the only reason he even got the binky was because when we were at the hospital and he had to be under the blue light, he would cry a lot when he was in there, and I had to leave him in there because, you know, he was really, really yellow. So we had to leave him in there so we could get his levels down so we could go home, right? And then one day the nurse went in there and he was crying and crying, and I wanted to get him out, but the more I took him out, then he wouldn't be under the light, which he needed to be. And she didn't even ask, bro. She just fucking gave it to him. Literally, she opened one, and I'm just watching her like, really? Opened it, dipped it in like that syrup thing, and gave it to him, and he stopped crying. That's one thing that I don't like about some nurses. Like, they try to tell you what to do with your children, and then it's like, dude, it's my kid. What do you mean? Even like with my breastfeeding at the beginning, I kept telling them, one of the nurses that I had was such a bitch, man. Like, I'm not even playing, you guys. She was so fucking rude. But I kept telling her that the pump, the breast pump they gave me wasn't working. Cause I'm like, dude, it's not working because I'm not getting any milk out. And then she's like, oh, honey, it's only the first day. It's only the first day. It's normal. A lot of mothers don't even get a few drops till the second or the third day. And I'm like, I'm telling you, the machine is broken. And how are you gonna tell me what I do and don't know about my body? And this is my 5th kid. I know the first day, as soon as I give birth, my boobs are always ready to go with milk. And she kept on that, no, no, no. And I'm like, I just need you to bring me a new breast pump. Like, I had to be finally rude about it. Like, I need you to bring me a new one. This one's broken. Clearly, it's not working. And then finally, they brought me the manual hand one. And boom, dude, I had, like, you know, the little tiny skinny bottles that they give you? They're like this big. The first one I did was full of it. And then she was like, wow, you weren't lying. Exactly. Why would I lie, lady? If I'm telling you the pump you're bringing me is freaking broken. Dude, I couldn't even believe that lady, for real. Like, she was so fucking rude. And I know she had a problem with me. And I was like, I'm the type of person, you guys, that I do not bother anybody. If I can avoid having to reach out to the nurse or the doctor or anybody like that, I will figure it out on my own. So that way I don't bother anybody. I don't want to be that girl that keeps pushing the fucking button and being annoying. Like, I hate to do that. I don't want to bother them, because clearly if you're in the delivery room, they're attending other people too, right? But one of the other nurses, because you know how they switch shifts, one leaves and then another one comes in. Well, when the other one came in, or actually I think she was like the caseworker or the main lady that goes in there and talks to you about when you go home and what's gonna happen and all that stuff. And then she's like, she made a comment about that maybe me and her just don't like vibe with each other. And I'm like, well, I don't have a problem with her. I said, but clearly she does if she's making comments like that and telling you that, because I don't have a problem with her. She's the one that's had attitude since the beginning. She got mad because I told her that I knew I had breast milk. I could literally feel my boobs full. But she insisted on acting like she knew my boobs. And if she's over there making comments like that, then clearly she had a problem. And then when I said, well, I don't have a problem with her, clearly she does. If she's making comments like that, she's like, oh, no, sweetie, I'm so sorry about that. I don't think that's what it is. And then that lady that went in there was like a big old hippie lady. She was talking about energy and all this other. Like, girl, what? It's either she don't like me or she do. Either way, I don't care. I just wanted to come home, for real, for real. Okay, so I'm going to... What time is it? 1:18. Not too bad. You know that there's a lot of moms that start pumping their breast even a month before they even have their baby? I forgot what they said it's called, but it's when you get like all the good stuff at the beginning out. So how are you gonna tell somebody that they don't get no milk? I get it, everybody's body is different, but I've had 5 kids, bro. Don't you think I would know by now how my body works? Even when I was giving birth to Zeke, I kept telling them, like, I know what to do to have my baby, but you guys don't, you guys want to do your own thing. So I sat there for freaking hours and hours and hours. Like, you would think it would have been my first baby, all because they refused to do what I kept telling them to do. I got the freaking everything done to me, man. all I gotta say, I will never, ever, even the doctor now, dude, like, I literally had to tell my doctor in Santa Fe all the drama that's been going on with my current doctor, my OB doctor that I had. And they called me all, like, concerned because I signed documentation with my doctor saying, like, for them to send all my paperwork or anything, any results, anything that they had of mine, that they needed to send it over to my doctor. Because, like, I'm not going to go to him no more. And then they tried calling me, like, all trying to apologize and shit. Fuck no, dude. Like, I was over here stressing because I was going bald. And you guys made me wait literally almost a month to get my results. Besides the fact that I had that lump underneath my breast. And nobody even cared. It could have been literally a tumor for all I know. And you guys didn't even care. That was at press. That was at press. At press. Ooh, it's hot in here. Está haciendo calor, bebé. Mucho calor. By the way, you guys, shout press. Allison Press. It was at press. Which I ended up, which the crazy thing is that right across the street from my house, we have a hospital there. And when we first moved here, Michael had a really bad experience with that hospital. So I didn't want to go there to deliver my baby there. So I ended up going into town, like a little closer into town, to the press hospital over there, which is like 15, 20 minutes away from the house, when I could just drive across the street to the hospital, but I didn't want to because of that. And then it ended up being the same shit. All my babies have been delivered in Santa Fe. But it's so funny because this last week that I went to see my doctor in Santa Fe, and they were doing blood work, the girl that was taking my blood work, doing my blood work, she was telling me that she used to work up here and she left because she didn't like the environment. And then she's like, yeah, she said, I even, the nurses and the doctors are hella rude at press. And I hadn't even told her what happened. I was just listening to her story. And she was sharing how they're shit. And I'm like, girl, I agree with you 100%. They are shit. They, like, want you in and out. And their excuse of me not getting my results for over 3 weeks was that they were shorthanded and didn't have enough staff members to be able to call me and give me my results. So then why'd you guys even take me in? Presbyterian? You've never heard of Presbyterian Press? Yeah, that was really insane. Where's my other stuff? Me voy a derretir. It's hot in here. Oh, I got these cool... I gotta show you guys what I got. I want to build that little thing for him to put him on it, but we're gonna have to go. Papi? I think he's gonna really like it. It's just crazy. Like my doctor was saying, I got my results literally the next day after with my blood work, and he's like, your thyroid level's really, really off, and they've had you on the wrong medication for a while, so that's why you're swelling up so bad and can't really sleep because of that. Like your levels are way off. And then I said, well, that's what they told me when they gave me my results, but they never bothered to say, like, we're going to go ahead and send you a new, what is it? What is she, a new, prescription. Like, they never bothered to even give me a new prescription, which he thought that was so insane. Like, if my thyroid levels are off, why would you just tell me they're off and not send in a new prescription that same day for me to start taking the correct dose? Like, it doesn't even make sense. And nope, till this day, they haven't bothered. But luckily, my other doctor is really amazing. And then as for the lump that I have underneath my, right here, underneath my breast area, right here, that's due to breastfeeding. It's considered like you're getting another set of boobs, basically. But my doctor says since mine is so tiny, like the lump is so small, that most likely it'll go away. Unfortunately, there's other girls that get them underneath their breast. And they're super big where they actually look like boobs, dude. And that will never go away unless you surgically get it removed. But yeah, that shit sucked. Especially because you're having a baby and you want it to be a special experience, you know, and to them it's just like you're just another customer that they need to push out of the way because they have other ones coming in. Like, that's all they kept doing to me. In Santa Fe, when you have a baby, and Santa Fe might not have the best hospital over there either. Like, before it was just St. Vince Hospital, which, I mean, they call it St. Victims. And it's not the best, but I can honestly say when I had my 4 kids over there, I never experienced like how they do it over here. Like, over there, if your body isn't ready for you to have your baby, like it's not happening as fast as they want it to, they'll have you get up and walk, or they'll have you get in the hot tubs that they provide there and all that stuff, right? Which over here, my room was so fucking big, literally like VIP rooms that they have over here compared to Santa Fe. And they all have a tub, and they don't even bother to like try to get you in the tub. They just want to get you in and out. Like, I didn't even want an epidural, you guys, and they're the ones that pushed and pushed and pushed for me to get the epidural when I didn't even want it. And they're like, well, you keep getting contractions. I said, yeah, but they're not bothering me. Like, I can still handle without needing, because I knew that once I got the epidural that I was going to be stuck in the bed. I already knew that, so I was trying not to get the epidural so that way I could walk if I had to, but they refused to listen to me, and then they sent the guy in to tell me, like, oh, you should just, you know, get the epidural since now, and I'm like, bro. They gave me those 2 little pills. Well, actually, it's only one. They put like a little pill inside of you to thin out your cervix, I guess. And that is supposed to. They have 4 hours for that to work, and that didn't work. So then they gave me another little pill, and then another 4 hours passed, and nothing had happened. That's 8 hours of it, nothing happening. Me not dilating at all. And then after that, after the 8th hour, they couldn't give me any more of those. So then they put the balloon inside me. That shit didn't work either. Then they had me with the peanut ball thingy. And I was only able to use that, I think, I want to say like 15, 20 minutes. Because they had to stop because of the baby's heart level. It kept dropping really, really bad. And then they started talking about a C-section. I'm like, damn, like, you guys are in a big old hurry. I literally had to tell the nurse, like, why are you guys discussing a C-section already? Like, is there something wrong with the baby? And they're like, no. Okay, then, so why are you guys trying to rush this whole system? And she's like, I'm so sorry. We definitely don't want you to feel like that. These are just options that maybe down the road we'll have to do. No, you guys were discussing it like it's gonna happen right now. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. Come on. Uh-oh. a shirt or something on him. Hold on, puppy. Oh, and then I went and I took the little bear suit back. I went to go take the little bear suit back, and they didn't have any more in his size, so I just kept the 9-month one. Hopefully it'll fit him. But aren't these the cutest little shirts? They remind me so much of hubby's shirts for work. Look at this panzón. Say hi. He's teething so bad. I feel bad. Come on. A ver. Allí, acuéstate sentadito, sentadito. Por favor. So he uses currently 6 to 9 months. It fits him like perfect. But once I wash it, I don't think it's gonna fit him anymore. So honestly, I'm gonna say probably 9 months now. Like, cause 6 to 9 fits him perfect to the T. So yeah. Oh, I thought you pooped or something. Y nada. No traes nada. I thought that's why you were being fussy. This reminds me of my old lives when I first used to go live. And I would literally... Hey! Now that you know how to grab stuff, you want to grab everything. I'm trying to grab the pamper. I used to be changing Jaden's pamper. You guys remember that? Hold on, puppy. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. See, this is 9 months and it literally fits him perfectly. It doesn't fit him too big or anything, so I guess he's 9 months. And that other clothes is 6 to 9 months, so basically 9 months. This shirt's 9 months. So that teddy bear thing's definitely not gonna fit him. Listen, listen, listen. Who's outside? Hold on. They're cleaning. I'm sorry. Vente. See, this is 9 months. And it fits him perfect. So it's probably bigger than that. Okay, come on. Do you want a titi? My poor skeleton, look at him. He's almost done, you guys. Except my machine broke. My machine broke and now I have to go buy one. That's what I'm gonna do. I have to go get my groceries that I ordered and then pick up. groceries I ordered and go buy another heating gun because the one that I have Ziki. Le dio un manazo. He's like, hurry up, lady. You're so exhausted, Jesus. Well, that was a workout for you. Yeah. I'm gonna turn that air down because it's hot in here. It's hot in here. I should have put that bib on him. Oh, there's one right here. Hold on, Ziki. Hold on. I can't get the bib out. Sorry, guys. You're probably all dizzy. Okay, can we take a little break really fast? Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put this on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nate, does she get out at 1:50? She gets out at 1:50? Okay, make sure to come back right away because I have to go get a grocery list. We'll just let him go. I should have got my phone because now I'm not going to be able to see your comments. Hi, Danelle. Marissa, honestly, one of the main things I really, really love that Ziki has is an elephant. I don't know if you've seen the big, they're like, probably like this big elephants. It's a stuffed animal elephant that goes in the crib or whatever, but it's like a full body elephant. But I love it. I've been using it since he was little, and it actually works better than, you know, like those little donut looking pillows that you put around your waist to breastfeed or to hold a baby, whatever. It works better than that because when they're first born, they're so little and those pillows are so stiff. It's hard to like kind of get comfortable with it. But with that elephant, you just the belly area of the elephant where the legs are like this, right? And then the middle part is the belly. You just open the legs and then swipe, like put it into your belly, and then the top part of the belly of the elephant, you lay the baby there. I love that. And now that he's getting bigger and we're practicing with him to sit up by himself so he doesn't fall forward, I put him in between the elephant, and then the legs, I wrap them around him, and that helps him stay up too. Or we put it in the crib. I love that thing. It's really, really amazing. But if you plan on getting, a baby Breeza or a Mom Cozy bottle washer, the disinfectant ones, if you're going to get one of those, I highly suggest not getting the which one? The baby Breeza? Don't get that one. Get the Mom Cozy. The Mom Cozy is so much better. I have the baby Breeza one, the extra large one, the big one, which it disinfects the bottles, it washes the bottles, it does all that, right? It sterilizes them too. The only thing I don't like about it is that the way it's built, like you could only fit 4 bottles in there, 4 bottles, 4 nipples. And then the way you stand them in there is like this. Basically, you put everything in there like this, the 4 bottles. And then if you, for whatever reason it moves or whatever, or when you're putting the cover on top of it, which it goes around it, if you bump one of the bottles, they fall. And then, I mean, I use a lot of glass bottles. I've broke a few of them because of that. But if you get the Mom Cozy one, it's basically like this. The Mom Cozy one, it's not going to be something like this flat where you put the bottles just on top and then the cover, and it doesn't have nothing to secure the bottles, right? And you can only fit 4. But the Mom Cozy one, it's like a box, and you just take the top off, and then you put all the stuff in there. Like you put as many bottles you want to put in there, and nipples. You could put whatever in there, and then you just cover it, because it has like this deep wall around it, so it's literally more secure. So that's one thing I can say. But I love it. It works really good. It disinfects and sterilizes the bottles. The only thing is that it does 4 bottles at a time, but it is so worth it. If you want to see what elephant I'm talking about, message me and I can send you a picture of the elephant. Thank you, Chris. So I'm going to have Michael, or I'll build it when I get back, because I think he's really going to love it. I'm going to get him the little bouncy Finding Nemo one. It's a little pricey, but I didn't want to get it now because, like I said, he still falls forward and he's not going to be able to hold himself up. I'm going to get it for him, but I just figured I would wait till next month, and there's no point of getting it if he can't use it right now. So this one I think he'll love, because he just lays underneath it and then it has all the little things. It's super cute. But that elephant, you guys, it is so, oh, I love it so much. Michael got it for me as soon as we got home from the hospital, because like I said, that it's like like a bobby pillow or something, boppy or something. Whenever I tried to use that, and he was so little, I mean, the pillow was super stiff. I didn't like it. Hi, Mia. I was debating on those. Thank you. Yes, definitely. The one thing I do think you shouldn't get, if you think about getting, like if you're thinking about it, is the bottle making one from the Baby Breeza. You know how they have the thing that you just put the bottle and it puts the water and then it drops the formula. Definitely, I wouldn't get that. I've seen so many bad reviews on it. I've seen a lot of people complaining that it's not giving the correct dose of the formula when it does it on its own, so it's not even worth it. They're getting more water than the actual formula, so I definitely don't suggest to get. I didn't get it because I honestly, they're pricey. Those things are over $100, but and the only reason why, my mom's what she gifted it to me for when I had the baby, the Baby Breeza, and I wish I would have known, you know, that the way it holds the bottles. Like, I can show you what I mean. Dang, like, look at this boy. Like, I'm not even playing, you guys. This boy don't play. I'm sorry. And he just, every 2 hours on the dot, he's ready to eat. Yeah. He's so funny. By the way, everybody that ordered their homegirl liners, thank you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys love them. And now that it's going to be Halloween, it's going to be perfect for you guys. If you guys are going to be drawing on your face, or if you want to do colorful eyeliners, or on your children, if you're going to use them for them, or even on arts and crafts, this stuff works on that too. There's no more. You want more? Papa, I am literally like this close to finishing. He's like, I really don't care, lady. We're on me time. But everybody that ordered the liners and the detail brushes, or one or the other, everybody will be getting tracking numbers today. By the way, we're almost sold out on the bundles, so thank you again to all of you guys that purchased. I told you guys, I was telling you guys, if you want to get the bundle, to get on it, because it's going to sell out fast. And I've only did promo 1 day, so. Yeah, Krista, and I think it's, I mean, I don't know if that is the reason for your baby being like that, but because it's not giving it the correct dose of, the correct amount of formula. I mean, I don't know if that's why is your situation, but that's all the reviews that I've seen on that. And I'm like, you know what? They're both very expensive. Which one can I actually benefit more? Like, which one don't I mind doing? I don't mind making bottles. But washing bottles, I don't have the time. And I still wash bottles because, unfortunately, this one only holds 4 bottles. So definitely get the Mom Cozy one. If you already bought the other one, take it back, girl. I mean, it's amazing. I honestly, I give it a 9 out of 10, only because it only carries 4. It only holds 4 bottles, and they fall very easily. The other one, I don't know how good it washes and sterilizes bottles, but I definitely wouldn't do it, you know. So these are my water activating liners. I'm actually gonna use one now, and I think I'm gonna do, okay, I'm gonna do black first and then the white on top. But let's see if I can, because unfortunately my black eyeliner is running extremely empty. I don't even know where it's at. Espérate, papá. Crapolia. If I don't have it, then there goes that. Okay, we might have to use these two because my liner is a little bit dry already. Lucky. You're gonna fall asleep, huh? It's so hot in here, man, in my room. I don't know why I didn't lower the AC since earlier. Hold on, okay? And it's literally my fault because I should have gotten ready earlier when he was asleep, and I was over there messing with the skeleton. Oh shit, remember I was telling you guys, like, if you could have one wish, what would it be? And I said I would want a driver. Oh, my phone's gonna die too. So, because I'm always running around with all my kids. What happened to you? I was saying that I wanted a driver because I spend majority of the time driving back and forth with the kids. Well, I definitely feel like it was a sign from God that he has my back, because did you guys know, I never knew this, I've never even seen it. It literally popped in on TikTok. I got like a little ad, and it was what is it called? I don't know if it's Teen Ubers or Teen Dash. It's one of those two, but basically you sign up and it's an Uber driver. It's Uber drivers only for teenagers. So it's like a big old safety thing, like to secure that, make you feel secure that your children are going to be safe when they're being picked up by an Uber, and instead of just sending them with a regular Uber. This one's specifically for teenagers. Girl, I want to try it so bad, but I'm scared to try it too, especially because the crazy shit that happened here in Albuquerque recently. But I'm like, is this God's way of saying, you can't get you a driver, but I got you like this? And the commercial basically shows the mom signing up the kid for it or whatever, and how she sends her kid to band practice and stuff like that for school, and it's like a very secure way of them being picked up. And I know it might sound a little crazy, like you might feel like, well, is it really safe though? There's a lot of parents that do it with regular Uber, and besides that, you send your kids on the bus with the stranger. Can't get any worse than that. You don't even know the bus driver. Half of the time they have what is it, like subs? We don't know who they are either. So I think I'm gonna try it. Just like, I'm even willing of trying it and following them for the first 3 times to see what happens, like how it goes. But I never even heard of it. Don't mind him. Se está arrullando. He's trying to put himself to sleep. I even seen a video of a mother that sent her elementary kids on a freaking Uber to school, and they were all tripping out. And I haven't looked at the app or anything like that to even see what it is. Serenity starts driving this year, but the thing is that she can't even drive, and she has to have somebody with her to even drive. And I'm not about to send my kid and break the law just because she has a freaking permit. I mean, like, you know, with the permit, they have to drive with somebody that has a driver's license. I'm not gonna go and teach her that, like, oh, it's okay, I'm still gonna let you go without me, even though you just have that and you have to be supervised with someone. I'm not gonna do that. And it's a lot of hours. It takes a long time before they could even drive. So my oldest son takes my car in the morning. He's a senior, and he goes and picks her up right now for me. We're in the process of getting him a car. Well, getting me another car so Nathaniel could keep my car. But that would really help me a lot, you guys. And it's not like before, you know, the shady bitches on here that want to claim that my man never helps and that he has a side piece, whatever the fuck. He actually is working all the time. And I cannot get mad at him or expect him to not be at work because he needs to be here helping me run around with the kids with practice and school and all this other stuff, doctor's appointments, all of this. I can't expect that from him because his downtime when he doesn't work is winter. He's going to be here all winter. So I can't, like, he needs to make money now because in the winter, he has to make enough money all summer and spring to cover his ass for all winter. Does that make sense? And then it's Christmas, birthdays, all of this is coming up. So I don't expect, you know, you got to keep in mind that I only share with you guys what I want to share with you guys. Not everybody, you guys don't know what happens behind the screen. You guys only see what, maybe 2 hours of what I do in my day. You do not know everything that happens. Doesn't mean my man's cheating. It just means he's working really hard because in the winter it's his downtime. That doesn't mean he has a side piece. And whenever I need him to be home for whatever reason, for example, on Wednesday, I need him to be here to watch the baby for sure, because I have to go. I have a dentist appointment, which my teeth are going to get cleaned. And obviously I need somebody to watch the baby because I can't have the dentist or any of them there watch the baby while I'm getting my teeth clean. Like, I just can't do that. And I'm not going to make my older kids miss school to watch my kid. If I really, really had to, then whatever, then that would be an option. I would have my senior son or my sophomore daughter stay. But I'm not going to make them miss school if if my man actually could take off work because he's his own boss, you know? So he's going to stay home for that. I have my dentist appointment, and then most likely after that we have plans to go do stuff too, so. Bless you, salud. I'm using 2 liners because this one is really out. And I honestly love this one more than my NYX pen. But I don't really have much on this. This is the Anastasia one. And I like this one because it dries like really, really matte. And then this is the pen, the NYX pen. I like it, but I don't like that it dries very shiny. I don't like that. Like, I want it to dry matte and not like that. So that's why I wouldn't, and I don't have no family up here, you guys. I live here by myself. Like, all our family lives in Santa Fe. My brothers, my brother-in-law, my mom, my whole family, they all live in Santa Fe, so there's no way. Ziki, did you really? Please don't tell me. I have a feeling he did. Remember earlier I changed him and I'm like, you didn't? I thought he pooped because he was being very fussy. We're just gonna do white. So I'm gonna spray some setting spray on the white liner because I said he's putting himself to sleep, but I think he's really moaning because he's leaving mama a surprise. He's leaving me a little surprise. So I'm gonna spray the brush with some cleaning spray to get all the color off of it because I'm gonna use white. So he's over here pooping. Oh my God, I need to get my Is that what you're doing? Is that why you're doing all that noise, boy? setting spray, and then I'm gonna go with my detail brush, and I'm just gonna overline. If I could do it. I'm gonna overline my liner with white. But I'm gonna do a super thin line, and with that I'm using this one, and I think this is the 7mm out of my brush bundle. Sorry, I have to be very... a very steady hand. I'm gonna spray a little more. So just like that, and then on the top, I can't even see. He's all with his piernas para arriba. I'm going to do the other side as well. Hi, girl. Yeah, people are real quick to assume and make comments and stuff, but I mean, I can do the same thing myself, right? I can sit here and if you're gonna sit there and judge and say, oh, your man doesn't love you, he never helps with the kids and all this stuff, and it's like, I mean, I could say the same thing about you. You clearly don't love your man because you're over here watching me, not minding your fucking business. Why aren't you off of live attending your man? So then you don't love your man, right? I could do the same thing. But I don't. People are just very... Sometimes I feel like people that get very upset and bothered about what's going on in someone else's life is because they're just very miserable and ain't happy with their own lives. That's why they judge others. And because why would anybody be upset or care what's going on in someone else's life, especially someone you don't even know? It's like very weird, you know? And if that's what people think, that my man don't love me because he works, and I guess a lot of you ladies, your men don't love you. If all you ladies, your husband, your boyfriend, your man, your baby daddy, your side piece is working, I'm sorry to break it down to you, but that means your man don't love you. That's what that means, apparently, to some people. See, the thing is, and I'm not lying, everybody knows. I mean, if you don't know, let me break it down to you. When you own a business and you basically, all you do is run dump runs for big companies, their main work time is spring and summer, because in the wind, especially if they're hauling fucking concrete and all this other stuff that is super, has to be extremely hot, and you have to take it from one spot to another, they can't be driving that hot shit. I think it's asphalt or some shit. I don't even know. Something like that. I know for a fact that they don't work when it's raining or snowing in those conditions, because then all that stuff would get really cold, and then it would be super hard, and it would be no good anymore. And that's basically what my man does. And even if he doesn't go to work and he's home, I mean, it really doesn't affect him that much. This year, it doesn't really affect him that much because he has 2 trucks now. So when he's not at work, his worker's at work. So he's still making money, and he could get a driver for his truck too. And God blessed me with a lot of boys, you guys. So he's trying really, really hard to make sure his business thrives. That way, one of these days, if these boys all want to work for his business, then he can. They all can. And as of right now, he only has 2 dump trucks. He drives one, and my stepson drives the other. My son graduates. He's a senior, so he'll be graduating next summer, and he plans on getting his CDL license as well, and hopefully we could get a 3rd truck. And even if we don't get a 3rd truck, then he can drive hubby's, and hubby could be home 24/7 and have his 2 trucks running. That's the goal, you guys. And then if Junior doesn't want to go to college or whatever, then he can do it too. And then Zeke, and then Jaden. I mean, I got a lot of boys. A lot of boys. Shit, even if Titi wanted to do it, she can. And doing that type of work is good money, girl. Look it up, I promise you. Stephanie, yeah, and the thing is like, people seem to not understand, like, yes, I joke around when people are saying that Michael has a side piece, and I'm like, yeah, I picked the girl. And I share her with him too. What the fuck? He let me pick the girl. I joke around. I never would do that. But if you're going to fuck with me, then I'm going to fuck with you. But you got to keep in mind, you guys, Michael went to prison for 5 years. And that didn't even break us. I've been with him for 14 years. The only way this man is leaving me is leaving me for a youngin'. A youngin' little puppy. Or he's just tired but of my shit or whatever, right? Which we don't really fight. In the whole 14 years of us being together, you want to know how many times I threw him out of the house? From us, like, really, really getting to the point where I'm like, I'm fucking done. Get the fuck out of here. And he leaves. In 14 years, let me tell you how many times that's happened. Once. You want to know when he came home? The next day. The crazy thing about that, it wasn't really me. It was my hormone demons. Because I didn't even know I was pregnant, and I was 4 months pregnant. Which makes sense why I used to get so bugged at that, you know. Why I used to get so annoyed with him then. I was pregnant with Jaden. And that was the first year of him being home when he got out of prison. Like, you got to keep in mind, I met Michael in August. I mean, I met him in May 2011. And then in August 2011, that's when he got in trouble. Then I got pregnant right after that. And then I had Junior. In November. 3 weeks later, Michael went to prison for 5 years. So then when he came home, it's like us barely living together for the first time. It was hard. And then me being pregnant. After that, it's never happened again. Like, we get in arguments, and yes, he makes me mad sometimes. And I probably piss him off too. But he's never put hands on me. He's never disrespected me and he's never called me a bitch, a whore, a slut, ugly, a tramp. Anything you could think of, all the names that my exes used to call me, never once has he ever called me that. And I'm not even lying. I promise you. Never once. Ever. He's never put his hands on me. He's never hit me. He's never. Reason why I waited for him for 5 years, because the day I met him is the day I knew he was what a man's supposed to treat a woman. And sadly, he went to prison, but I just knew he was worth waiting for. And I got pregnant, so. But I could have still left, you know, if I wanted to. But there's the liner, you guys. I think I need to do this one a little bit better. Hold on. So I'm going to give you a little advice. Before you start drawing on your face with these, because the brushes are so little, right? If you don't have a very steady hand, the best thing to do is to practice a few times on your hands before you do anything. Because at the beginning, no matter how good you are at it or a professional, whatever it is, anytime that you first start doing it, your hand's going to be a little shaky. But then you start warming up and your hand gets steadier and steadier. So as you can see, my hand over here at the beginning looks like caca. But the more you do it, the more you get more comfortable. And then it'll look better. And all I'm doing is spraying setting spray on the white. And I'm literally barely dipping the brush. And the brush is so little to make these little details. You could get it super thin. on, like, you don't want a big old thick white line on top of it. You want it to be like super thin, and that's what these little defined little brushes are for. Yes, Stephanie, it really isn't nobody's business. People just like to butt in. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys only see what I allow you to see. You know? When I end the live for you, I might be on here, you know, saying my life is perfect, which it really isn't. But you know what I mean? Like, it could be totally the opposite when I push the end button. I could be like, oh, I'm going to go get groceries and gotta go and pick up my kids, and then I really don't. So you gotta remember that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it because honestly, I felt like the baby's getting ready. A little tired of my nonsense. Vente pues. I just gotta do my lashes and that's it. I'm surprised your sister hasn't came in here. Titi. Titi normally comes in here right away to get the baby. Mascara. Like there's that, you know, like the girl, you guys, that I put on blast because she kept talking crap and kept talking crap. It's the girl with the butterfly profile picture. I think her name's Belinda. I don't even know. Anyways, she kept on and on and on, and she was the one that was saying that I need to that poor my man, that I have him all stressed out with having all these kids back to back. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I don't force myself on top of him or underneath him. The hell? I cannot force a man to have a baby with me. It takes two, baby girl. It takes two. But she kept talking shit, and she did a lot. She kept doing, and still is, you guys, doing a bunch of like backhanded comments. And then I went and I told her, like, girl, if you don't like me, why do you even watch me? Like, why do you keep coming back and keep talking crap, man? Like, you clearly don't like me. And that's okay. If you stop watching me, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm not even going to notice. Because I don't know you. I'm not going to notice. Whether you keep following me or you don't. I mean, I notice you because now your name pops up all the time and it's always something negative. So you were so worried about my man and all the shit you were saying about me having all these kids, and I have him all stressed out because you know what how he feels. You don't even know him. Little do you know he wanted to have another baby. It wasn't just me, it was both of us. It was a decision we both wanted to do. And then she replied back and she said, I never said that. I didn't recall. She said, I don't recall doing. Okay, let me remind you, baby girl. Let me remind you. And then I went and I posted all the shit and I tagged her in it. And she was real quiet, but then guess who hasn't shut up yet? She's still here. Apparently, because I posted a picture of the Exorcist movie, and you know how on The Exorcist, the old school movie, the girl, she floats up in the air, and then she's like against the wall with her arms to the sides open like that, looking down. I shared it, and I put good night, like kind of like a scary moment, you know, like trying to be funny, nothing, no other reason besides that. Well, she went and commented and said that I'm disgusting for posting stuff like that and showing that's what I'm teaching my children. Why are you still here, bro? And if that's what I'm teaching my children aren't even on freaking Facebook. And it's a movie. It's the Exorcist movie, but I'm just confused on why you're always talking shit and you're worried and talking all this crap about how I raise my children and all this stuff. Girl, your mom sure freaking raised a winner with you. You can't even mind your business, and all you do is is talk shit and try to bring me down. That's what your mom raised? Wow. It's so weird. Because I truly don't know what her problem is. And she's like, because she was saying that I'm willing to post anything on social media to make money off of it or some shit like that. I'm like, it's literally the Exorcist freaking movie, dude. What are you talking about? Actually, I posted it because it reminds me of you with all this shit. You know how the Exorcist throws up like crazy? Reminded me of you, lady, and all the shit that comes out of your mouth. You really want to know. I posted it just for you. And I can block her, but I'm not going to block her. Girl, keep running it up. Running it up. You can run it up all you want. Oh, I got a story time for you guys. The cops came to the house on Saturday. That shit was so insane, bro. People are willing to lie, and it is so crazy. All because they were road rage shit, bro. Like, I'm not even lying. This lady literally tried cutting off Michael when we were coming home from Junior's football game. Anyways, all kinds of shit happened, and she happened to come all the way towards over here, our neighborhood, because we live on the outskirts of Rio Rancho, like on the newer side, so it's pretty empty on this side. And this lady ended up following us all the way over here, and she went and called the cops on us, dude, and lied, bro. She dead ass lied. Good thing is that I recorded everything she was doing, so you know the cop was like looking at the video of the shit she was doing. Like, what the hell? This lady dead ass said that we pulled out a GUN on her with a car full load of kids, bro, after Junior's football game. Okay. Lady is crazy. Crazy. And that she was in fear of her life. So then why were you following us? If we really pulled out a GUN on you, then why did you continue to follow us all the way to the house? Zeke boy. Sorry guys, that was Michael. Just, you know, it was insane. And I don't know if, I don't know if you're from Rio Rancho, but if you are from, so basically we were on the road coming home, right? So when you get to this main intersection, we have to make a right turn, right? And she was behind us. So when we were making that right turn, that lane ends. So you have to basically merge into the next lane, which is only 2 lanes, right? But technically, if you're behind us and the lane ends, we're most likely gonna merge into the next lane before you because we're in front of you, right? No, this lady was pissed. That's what pissed her off. That Michael started merging into the second lane because the road obviously ends right there. And she was mad about it because of that. Like, if we were cutting her off, but lady, you're behind us. Like, that is so crazy. Like, you're literally behind us. Why would we do that? Why would we not go merge in before you? Like, that just doesn't even make any sense. So whatever, that happened. And then after that happened, she kept getting on Michael's ass, like tailgating him. So Michael was getting pissed off about it because he's like, dude, like, you already tried hitting the truck because of the way she was driving or whatever. Anyways, we keep driving down the road, right? And she gets on the side of us and we're like this, right next to each other. And this fucking bitch literally goes like this, like, she's driving right next to us like this, and then instead of keep going straight, she like swerved into us like to scare us or some shit. And then that just pissed Michael off. So, whatever. Like, why would you do that, dude? Like, you're literally mad because we merged to the other lane like we're supposed to. Like, what were we supposed to do? So, after that happened... Really? That's how you feel? After that happened, the lady wouldn't stop messing with us. So then Michael's like, because she pulled out her phone, like basically trying to act like she was gonna record us, like taking pictures and shit. Like, dude, you were the one in the wrong in the first place, and then you tried to swerve into us because you were mad. So then she started taking pictures of the truck. So then she passed us, right? So then Michael got behind her, and then I started recording her because she started acting a fool, right? So I said, fuck that, I'm gonna record her. And then the kids pulled out their phones to act like we were all recording her, right? Because she was doing it like, okay, well then we're all gonna record you and take pictures of you too, because you were the one in the wrong. Anyway, she literally followed us, like, you in the recording that you seen that I took. She literally started driving super fast, like to get away from us, and she was swerving like this between a bunch of cars, causing like literally was gonna cause an accident. And I'm not even lying, you guys. I swear I'm not even lying. Somebody in our little neighborhood watch thing that we have, somebody went and made a comment on there saying, whoever drives a white little car, you're an asshole the way you were driving, you're gonna cause an accident, some shit. And it was that lady, because it was literally in the time frame that happened. So whatever, she was driving all crazy, and then eventually she got to a red light, which was going towards our house, so she was right in front of us. But at that point, we had just already left it alone. And then when we got to the street light to turn to the house, she ended up behind us. Like, she went super slow for us to pass her, so we just literally passed her like nothing. And I had a feeling she was gonna try to follow us home. And I told Michael, don't go to the house, because I don't want her to know where we fucking live. And sure enough, dude, she was literally going all slow. And I guess that's when she was calling the cops already. She was already calling the cops on us. And whenever we got to that, like the little circle thing, Michael turned off into one of the neighborhoods and came out. And sure enough, dude, whenever we were going back to the house, she was going that way. She literally had turned around to come and follow us again. Like, bro, this lady's fucking insane. So then after that, we just went home. And sure enough, we started unloading, like, all the stuff from the game. Like, the chairs and the wagon. We started getting everything down, the cooler. And then Serenity's like, Mom, the cops are here. I'm like, great. But she went and lied, dude. She literally like, the cops got there like this, and I told Michael, the only reason why the cops got to the house so fucking fast is because she went and told them we pulled out a GUN on her. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why would you lie, bro? Why? Like, she should get in trouble for that shit, for lying. Okay, you guys, I gotta go. I just realized what time it is, and I have to go and get my groceries right now. This girl's asleep. Oh. Okay, stay right there. Let me get a pamper. Oh, I'm scared you're gonna roll off. I'm scared you're gonna roll off. Stay right there. Okay, you guys, I'll see you guys when I get back, because I have to haul ass to pick up my groceries. I have till now. But anyways, that's what happened, and the cop didn't... He said that he believed us and all this shit, and he ended up just leaving, and he said he was going to go and have a talk with her, because I showed him the recording how she was driving. Because, dude, I'm telling you, like, she was literally cutting off cars to get away from us, like, driving all crazy after she was the one that caused all that. Like, I wish I would have recorded her when she literally tried swerving into us the first time after she tried hitting us when we were merging into the lane. Like, dude, how are you gonna get mad at us for doing what we're supposed to do? Like, you're behind us. Anyway, she must have been really slow or something. I don't know. But it was crazy because I'm not even lying. Like, somebody went and posted about her driving in our neighborhood thingy. Okay, papas. Your shirt got all wet and you have your bed. Okay, guys, I gotta go because I gotta put him in the car seat and tell this girl she has stuff she has to do in this house, so she needs to wake her ass up. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. I gotta hurry up and go get my groceries. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.